Alright, so let's see. For this arena series, we have Mage, Warrior, Druid. For those of you watching the stream, feel free to type in chat if you have a preference as to which class we play. I'm going to munch on my food for a second while you guys look at it. Hey Nazara, good evening, welcome to the stream. So, in chat, the matchups for the tournament are Day 9 versus Wreckful, Trump versus Husky, Hafu versus Kriparian, and Noxious versus Artosis. So, pretty cool that Noxious gets to play Artosis. That would be pretty awesome. I think it should be great. I don't know if they've posted the schedule yet for when it's actually going to happen. I have a BlizzCon virtual ticket, mostly because they're giving away a minion, which I have to see. I'll be curious to see if it's actually a minion that's only available to people who bought the BlizzCon ticket, or if it's just a golden version of a minion that you can only get through BlizzCon or something. I'll be a little surprised if they do one where it's an actual separate minion, because that would just seem to give too much of an advantage to people. So, alright Nazara, we are going to play Druid.
I must protect the wild.
Hey Griffin, welcome to the stream. Good evening. How are you doing tonight? Again, sorry guys, I came in straight from tennis, so I'm still finishing dinner, so excuse me for a little bit here at the beginning. Good evening, bots. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing good, Griffin. Just enjoying my dinner, playing a little tennis. It's been a good day, good week. Alright, so, again, sorry for those of you who are just now coming in. I'm trying to finish dinner while we play, so, let's see. These are all pretty decent cards. I think I'll go Darkscale Healer here. Well, I had tennis at 6, and I had to get off work at 5, so, yeah. Let's see, Savagery. I really haven't played Druids much. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say I haven't played classes very much, but I really haven't. I've played a ton of Mage. But other than that, I haven't played the other classes really except on stream, so. It's starting to get a little chilly. It's like 40s and 50s at night now. Let's see, draw power, novice engineer is always solid. Getting a lot of big minions already. I'm going to take Moonfire there for a little bit of removal. Keeper of the Grove, I mean, having silence is so good. Love Fairy Dragon, period. Really love it for Arena, though. Swipe for some board clear. Either Oasis Snapjaw or Direwolf Alpha would be good here. I don't mind taking one Wild Growth in Arena. More than that's a little overkill. I'm not sure how late I'll be streaming tonight. I'm planning on doing Arena and then open 50 packs and then play some Mage. So, you know, probably at least a couple hours, if not 3 hours. I don't want to go too late because I have an all-day meeting tomorrow at work, and I kind of like to, you know, be awake for those. And, you know, coherent. Young Dragonhawk can be decent early. Motion Warden's not terrible. I'm going to get Dragonhawk, though. Give us a 1-drop in there. You know I'm going to take Sinjin. I'm still taking Ironbark even though we had big... Oh, wow. A whole bunch of Ironbarks. Ironbark Protector is just so strong. Alright, we really need some lower end cards here in a hurry. Well, take another Wild Growth. Maybe we'll just accelerate this. We don't have any card draw, though. What the hell? We could really use some 3-drops. We have 0 3-drops, and I'll take the Patriarch, even though it's not my favorite card. Rifleman's good. I actually like this Arcane Golem. I used to not care for it, but I tell you, I've been playing it in my Mage deck now. The Mage deck that I'm going to play tonight is a combination of a Control and Charge deck, and that Arcane Golem is pretty good. Yeah, you know, I was not a fan of the Arcane Golem, but I tell you, if you're going with a charge deck, it's really good. And the way it works well in my Mage deck, because my Mage has Blizzard and Cone of Cold and good AoE, so I kind of ignore their mobs honestly and let my AoE deal with it. It's an interesting deck. I rarely win with more than 15 health or 20 health. But if I lose, I'm almost always going to kill them the following turn. So it seems to be a pretty good deck. Just for that, I'm going to take 2 Arcane Golems and show you guys how good they can be. Although they might suck in Arena, but I'll show you in my constructed deck, they work pretty well. Alright. Done wolfing down my dinner. So our mana curve's a bit steep. Probably our best bet is to try to get our Wild Growths out early and ramp up. But we'll see how this goes. You never know. Alright, so it's the first game of this arena series. We are playing Druid. We have a good number of big minions, which is probably not the best for arena. We also have 2 Arcane Golems, which people don't see played very much. As I mentioned in the card picking part, I'm starting to like that card a lot more.
Malfurion versus
So we'll see how it goes. What do you guys think? You think the Arcane Golems are going to be a bad choice or a good choice?
The wild.
We'll go ahead and keep Swipe because we only have one of them in the deck. So, and it can be a pretty important card to have in your hand. You think it's going to be a bad choice, Griffin? You know, for Arena, it might not be the best choice, but we'll see. Nice. Young Dragon Hawk. I mean, think about the Arcane Golem. So it's 3 mana and it's a 4/2 with charge and a battle cry. You give your opponent a mana crystal. By comparison, the Wolf Rider is 3 mana. It's a 3/1, so it's 1 less attack and 1 less health. And it doesn't have the battle cry. So when you think of it that way, you know, is 1 more attack and 1 more health worth the battle cry? It depends. If that 1 extra health means it doesn't die to an arcane explosion, it doesn't die to rogue hero power, druid hero power, mage hero power, they have to do something more to clear it. 2 health can be a tough clear at times. I don't know why he didn't attack the Dragonhawk the first turn. That was kind of odd. Gonna go ahead and Wild Growth here. The thing about wild growth that early is you tend to lose tempo, but we have 2 taunt minions in our hand right now, so less concerned about that. Go ahead and get our Fin Creeper down. Welcome to the stream, Laurelit. So as always, guys, if you get into the beta, feel free to add me. It's Darhoth pound 1301. Darhoth pound 1301. Starting to see a lot more of my World of Warcraft friends now getting into the game, so there's definitely quite a few beta invites that are going out. He mustn't have a good way to deal with that Fin Creeper. I mean, he's gonna have to do... He can't even do a 2-for-1 with his hero. He's gonna have to use some sort of spell. Probably his best bet would be an Execute, but that's a tough Execute. That's not a bad choice. Now he can attack twice with the Wind Fury, and he'll end up killing the minion. He'll take 3 damage, but he armored up, so it's not terrible. The only problem with that is Commanding Shout is really much better used when you're going to do big combos. Open beta, they haven't set a date yet. I'm going to go ahead and wild growth again. But again, they're gonna release the game in retail by the end of the year. So I think a lot of people said open beta will probably coincide somewhere around BlizzCon. I think that's probably right. I'd be surprised if they don't at that point. There's Ironbark Protector. Now I could have bounced, well, but then I wouldn't be able to play my Ironbark, so never mind. So ideally he plays some low health minions here, and we get to swipe and kill everything. He's probably going to use an Execute on the Ironbark, but we get to do 8 points of damage for it. So, and we have 2 more Ironbarks in our deck still. So the main problem now is we're really running out of cards. We don't have a lot of card draw in this deck. We have a Starfire, a Novice Engineer. I think that's it. But we didn't have a lot of options for card draw, unfortunately. It's the Ironforge Rifleman. 3, 5. Alright, so we're gonna do the Rifleman. Do this. We're gonna bounce the Rifleman. And then we're gonna replay the Rifleman.
Locked and loaded.
Job done.
Keen Crush is a great card. So again, our problem here is we have no cards.
Get behind me.
We're definitely losing board control at this point. We could go ahead and swipe. I'm just gonna armor up. We're gonna take 7 points of damage, but I want to make swipe more impactful. Hopefully he plays some 1 health minions or 2 health minions that we can kill. That's not a 1 health minion. Not looking too great. We need to pull an Ironbark or something. Let's see. Well, that'll get us a minion out. Yeah, this is definitely bad. I agree. Let's go ahead and do this.
For the wilds.
Well, it's kind of strange that we got all these spells when I don't think we have a ton of spells in the deck. But maybe. We really need our Ironbarks to come out. We had some other bigger minions too. Ooh, Arcanite Reaper. That's a nice pull for a arena. If he's smart, he'll hold that Arcanite and try to kill a minion with it.
Drink with me, friend.
This bug with the Brewmaster is getting annoying.
For the wilds.
Job done.
Dark Scale Healer gets us a little bit of presence out there, but he's just gonna kill it with his Arcanite. He's got enough armor, he doesn't even take damage from it. So this is not looking good. We didn't get a Starfall, we didn't get anything like that. We really need an Iron Bark. Even Iron Bark is probably not gonna save us at this point. Fairy Dragon, alrighty, well. Yeah, we don't have much card draw in this deck, and what we do have, we haven't even pulled, so. But we didn't get, I mean, we didn't pass any card draw. I think the only thing we passed was one Gnomish Inventor. So. Well, I would say that is game. Not feeling this deck. Unfortunately. This arena goes super fast. We might play another one.
I must safeguard the land.
0-3. It might be 0-3. Oh, that's game.
I concede.
Well, we started out pretty decent, but the problem is we ran out of cards. And once we started top decking, he just took control because he had more options. Hey, finished a daily quest though. Woo! So one thing they added in this last patch, or 2 patches ago, is you can squelch, or that at least I never knew, you can squelch your opponent's emotes. If you right-click your opponent, you can mute them basically, which is nice because some people spam emotes and it gets really annoying. Yeah, we did get the wild growths early. The thing about the wild growths early though is, I mean, it's nice, but you also, like, that's when we lost control of the board, was when we used wild growth. So.
You asked
Probably should have taken the second wild growth.
Protect the wild.
You know, it's a 6-drop. I'm gonna keep the Starfire. We got a little unlucky with the Iron Bark Protector, but
Hello.
My greeting.
playing, I guess it's supposed to be Bunny. Bivnvi. I don't like using Arcane Missiles for direct damage that early. Some people do that. I prefer to hold it. This is a good start. Fairy Dragon. Mages can't deal with Fairy Dragon very easy. And next turn we can Arcane Golem and kill off probably whatever they drop. Or Moonfire if it's only got 1 health. Ooh, Emperor Cobra. Dang, I wish we had 4 mana. I'm tempted to play the Direwolf. Or I might play the Arcane. I'm gonna play the Arcane Golem. I'm gonna force him to make a choice. Either leave my Arcane Golem out, or trade the Fairy Dragon. Unless he plays like a... Well, the only way to do 2 damage right now would be... like a Blood Mage Thalnos and an Arcane Explosion or something. Alright, he chose to take out the Golem. So see, it puts him in a tough spot because, well, unless that's Vaporized, but we'll see. Alright, let's see what the secret maybe is. It might be Vaporize. Nope, Ice Barrier, okay. Let's see. The reason I didn't play the Direwolf Alpha first before I attacked is in case it was Mirror Entity, I don't want to give him a Direwolf Alpha. Debating on whether I want to... I'm going to drop the Keeper of the Grove
I must safeguard
and just do the 2 damage. I like how the Keeper of the Grove's Moonfire is 2 damage, but our Moonfire is 1 damage. That seems wrong. Yeah, on the Arcane Missile, I agree. I mean, spell damage and Arcane Missile is great, but Arcane Missile is really good. Pretty good early removal. Now I wish I had that Silence. Ooh, Ironbark, okay. Let's see, Starfire we can't use yet. I'm gonna go ahead and play Venture Company Mercenary.
You gotta be kidding me!
I'm just gonna end my turn. My favorite mage secret. I really like Counterspell because it just screws with people so much. That was not smart because now I'm gonna be able to kill his Mogushan Warden and kill his other guy as well.
Feel nature's wrath.
How you do? Not good, not good.
For the wilds.
Job done.
If he hadn't have attacked with his Mogushan Warden there, I would have been able to do all that. Spellbender, I like Spellbender. The problem with Spellbender is you'd be surprised how rarely people cast spells on specific minions. So much of the spells now are AoE that, I mean, Counterspell, you think about it, Counterspell basically does the same thing as Spellbender, but better. It stops a spell without, but it stops any spell, not just one targeting a minion. So, I don't usually, I mean, when I made my secrets deck at one point, I put like all the secrets in, and I ended up finding that having Counterspell and Spellbender just wasn't necessary. Let's see. Well, I definitely want to find out if that's a mirror entity or not. I don't want to give him an Ironbark Protector. So let's see if it's Arcane Gold, if it's mirror entity. Alright, it's not mirror entity. My guess is another ice barrier. Let's see, are there any good trades here we want to do? Hey Kaepernick, or Sea Prince.
Feel nature's wrath.
Yeah, it is Vaporize. So the reason I attacked with the Golem instead of the Fairy Dragon there is it's harder for the Mage to clear the Fairy Dragon than it is the Golem. I did just start, but we lost the first game. This deck is a little questionable, honestly. Although looking decent in this game. We'll get the Ironbark Protector down, or we may Starfire if they drop a big minion. But that Fairy Dragon, you see how strong it is? I mean, it's been on the board since turn 2. It's now turn 9. Well, turn 7. Sorry, turn 8.
I wonder.
And I'm fairly certain it's hit the Mage every time. What really helped us was that Panther spell where we gave everybody +1/+1, because I think the reason he attacked with the Mogushan Warden is he looked at it and thought, okay, this will get his minions down to 1 health, which means I can kill him with my Mage Hero power. But by playing that Panther spell, what is it called? The Wild? Mark of the Wild? We buffed our minions back to 2 health, and the Mage Hero power didn't work. This person might be AFKing out now. I'm not sure what's going on. There they go. They were paying attention.
You call that a win?
See, we could Starfire, but I think we just get the Ironbark Protector up. Just get the damage in. Now, hopefully, Polymorph would be the only thing that would be really bad right here. And that's a Polymorph. Nope. Frost Elemental. That's not that bad. Nope, you gotta attack the Taunter, buddy. 2 for 1 or nothing. That's your choice. Alright, so he's got another secret down. Let's see if it's Mirror Entity first.
Well played.
It's not Mirror Entity. Oh, she just gave up. Oh, did Snow, was he streaming the Mana Grind? I actually slept through it. I played tennis that morning, and then I laid down on the couch to watch TV for a few minutes, and then I woke up like 3 hours later. So, I didn't play in the tournament. I think Snow finished just outside of the top 16. I think he was 17th, he said. So it just goes to show he was first place the prior week and 17th now. Pretty much the same deck, so. And I think part of that too, I mean the RNG aspect of the game, even the best of deck is only going to win probably 75-80% of the time. And it will have decks that it struggles against, metas that it struggles against. So if you get unlucky and you get just bad card draw, or you get metas that are good counters to your deck, you can go down in a hurry. I'm gonna keep Swipe. I'm gonna drop everything. I'll keep Moonfire for the removal early. This is not looking like a good start. We need our Fairy Dragon or something else, a small. See, a 1-drop, I was gonna say, it's probably Mirror Image. It's usually about the only 1-drop you see. It's gonna be mildly annoying. I'm gonna go ahead and coin into the Panther here. Now, he could drop a minion. He could just hero power the Panther. It's probably a good play. Because then next turn, he'll hero power it again and be able to kill it off.
For the wilds.
Really what I'm trying to do here is make sure there's no taunters down for my Arcane Golem. Now he'll probably hero power the Panther again, unless he has a second Mirror Image or a Shield Bearer. There's no 1-mana taunts he can drop, so that means the Arcane Golem will be able to attack. And now the Mage is in a tough spot. He's either gonna drop a taunt, or he may have a Sinjin or something, or he's got a hero power twice. He's still gonna take 4 more damage. So by hero powering the Arcane Golem, that tells me that he does not have Vaporize. So, kind of interesting decision there. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Dragonhawk out. Oh, Mirror Entity. That's fine. That might change what I do. No, I'm still gonna do this. So just for those that are counting, that Arcane Golem has now done 9 points of damage. So all the Arcane Golem haters out there. Yeah, an expansion's gonna be cool. That'll obviously be a ways off.
My shield for Argus.
Now that'll be... Oh, wow. Okay, I see what you're doing. So that's an odd choice. Not to clear. I mean, I don't understand why he doesn't kill the Golem there. The Golem's 5 damage. That's odd. That was an odd choice.
I hope you like my invention.
That was an odd choice.
For the wilds.
Job done.
He's got to kill that Golem, I think, this time. So in pretty decent shape here. We have Starfire for next turn if he drops a mid to large minion. Oh, Flame Strike. That's a pretty desperate Flame Strike. Whenever you Flame Strike and kill 2 minions for 7 mana, you're not feeling very comfortable about your situation.
You gotta be kidding me!
Job done.
So stabilize the Flame Strike will reset the game a little bit, but unless he's got multiple polymorphs, we're still in pretty good shape. Yeah, Arcane Golem has charge. That's why it's so good. Hey AW, welcome to the stream.
Get behind me.
Now we'll be able. Let's see. We could Starfire. We could Keeper of the Grove and just silence through the taunt. I think I'll Starfire though. What's that, AW? Did you get in the beta?
How you doing?
Is that you, AW, or you Winder?
Drink with me, friend.
Well, if he doesn't get taunt up or kill the Venture Company mercenary, that's game. All right, there's the taunt. So he did get taunt up. Yeah, the Golem did what? 4, 9, 13 points of damage and forced a Flame Strike. It's pretty good. All right, well, this is not quite game. Let's think about this. I can silence. I'm just gonna silence through the taunt.
I must safeguard the land.
How you doing?
Can end the game next turn with Wrath. No, the Arcane Golem gives your opponent a mana crystal. It doesn't destroy one of your mana crystals. Yeah, Doomguard destroys, that's right. So, unless the mage... Well, actually, the only thing that will save the mage right now is Ice Block. Because Wrath is direct damage. So, Ice Barrier won't trigger. And mages can't heal. My Battle.net ID is Darhoth Pound 1301. I will convince you guys about the Golem when I play my my ranked mage deck. I suspect it's done pretty well. That ranked mage deck. I mean, I've gotten. Oh, there's a secret. It could be Ice Block.
I must cleanse the Sunwell.
Let's see. Is it Ice Block? Let's find out. Oh wait, Wrath is to a minion. I'm an idiot. Oh wait, 1 damage. That's right. Never mind. Wait a second. Three damage to a minion or 1 damage and draw a card. So I read that to mean 1 damage, but it's 1 damage to a minion. Well, that's some bullshit. Did you see? All right. Anyway, sorry. I did not know that's how that card worked. All right. So we are going to bounce this guy. Mirror entity. Okay.
Drink with me, friend.
Oh, wait a second. We can still win. Here we go. There we go.
For the wilds.
That Wrath card is, the way it's written is a little misleading. Because I thought it was 3 damage to a minion or 1 damage to anywhere and draw a card. That's what it says, but it's obviously not how it works. That's definitely misleading. You know what? I am going to add that to the Hearthstone 101 guide. Just writing down a note. Alright, so now 2-1 with this deck, doing a little bit better than we first suspected it would. Well, welcome to the beta, AW. What do you think of the game so far? You have a low-budget OP Hunter deck. I've seen if it's a Beast Hunter deck, it can be pretty nasty. I hate Beast Hunter decks. Beast Hunter is probably one of the best starter decks in the game. There's so much easy synergy.
Versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin. I must
I like this
protect
start.
the wild.
This is not bad at all. So that's an example of showing how I haven't played much Druid, because any Druid player would have known that's how Wrath works. I didn't. Yeah, I seen Naruto, the hunter's name. I started watching Naruto. I watched the first couple of seasons and then I couldn't keep going. I just stopped going. I canceled my Netflix at one point and that's why I stopped watching it. I just don't watch Netflix anymore. Either I watch streams like Twitch or YouTube, or I watch on demand through like HBO or Showtime or something.
Job done.
So we get Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon is a strong card. I would recommend you put 2 Fairy Dragons in almost any deck you make, honestly. It's so tough to deal with early on. I could Moonfire and Wrath to draw a card. Yeah, why not? It's a bit overkill, but... we clear the minion and we get to draw a card. I mean, think about Fairy Dragon. So, best case scenario, worst case scenario is you get 3 damage on the hero and they trade with a minion. No class has a hero power that can deal with it, so... now, this Demolisher here might take it out. But, we're going to silence the Demolisher.
I must safeguard the land.
And meanwhile, the Fairy Dragon will keep on keeping on. Yeah, putting down all your beasts and then unleash the Hound is pretty nasty. I would agree. And we do have the Youthful Brewmaster, which is kind of a form of card draw. So again, the Arcane Golem here. So now I could kill his Yeti. Or I could just put 5 points of damage into him. My new mage, I will say, the one thing about playing my new mage deck is the only way it works is to be really aggressive. You just have to keep putting damage in whenever you can, pretty much. So it's changed my mentality a bit to make me more aggressive, which I think is actually a good thing, because I think in the past I played too passive. Yes, Fairy Dragon does own mages. I hate seeing a Fairy Dragon as a mage, because mages rely on their hero power a lot for early removal. It's where you really need an Arcane Missiles or Arcane Explosion, which I don't have either one. The mage deck, it can get rushed down for sure. I lost to a Murloc deck on turn, I don't know, 5. I did also beat a warrior on turn 4, so that was pretty good. That was smart, because now I can't kill either one of his other minions without dying. Although swipe is going to help quite a bit.
Feel nature's wrath.
If I bounce this minion, he's going to lose his extra attack, so I don't want to do that just yet.
Job's done.
Swipe was a very good pull for us there. I could have bounced him, but he'll come back as a 2-4 instead of a 3-4. But I'll get his battle cry back. I'll bounce him this turn if he survives. More likely I'll attack with him and then clear a minion, bounce, and then Dark Scale Healer probably. Or a Dark Scale Healer and Totem. Hero Power. So what are you guys playing that are not in Hearthstone yet? Or what other games are you guys playing right now?
Your magic shall not save you.
I moves quickly.
For the crusade!
Ooh, Dungeon Defenders. I like that game. Did you see the new Dungeon Defenders that's coming out? It looks really good.
For the wilds.
Feel nature's wrath.
Drink with me, friend.
I don't know that it's out yet or not. I think I might have seen an article that was just a review of the beta or something like that. But it looked pretty cool. I love Dungeon Defenders. That game was fun back in the day.